Welcome back to an exciting episode of Cyber Defense TV. I'm your host, Gary Malewski, and the publisher of Cyber Defense Magazine. I have a really incredible special guest sitting in my hot seat, none other than Jeffrey Barnard, the CEO of Machine-to-Machine Intelligence Corporation. Sounds like a mouthful. It's easy to get to, M2Mi.com. Internet of Things Security, critical stuff we're going to talk about today. Jeffrey, welcome.
Thank you, Gary. Pleasure to be here with you.
So M2Mi.com, you are in a space that is so critical. A few years ago, I was at a Black Hat conference and someone said, check this out, we're hacking into someone's refrigerator in America, we're shutting it off. And I said to the hackers, I said, are you doing this live or is this a simulation? They said, oh, this is live, we're just having fun. So there's something about ethics in hacking, which sometimes is non-existent. And then we're seeing a plethora of IoT, from the Nest, your home thermostat, to soon your car is going to be an IoT device if it already isn't. Your watch, your computer, your phone, everything's all part of this interconnected world and connected in an insecure cloud. And now someone can turn on the microphone on my Samsung or LG, or they can shut down my refrigerator. I'm getting nervous about this. What do we do?
Well, essentially, the existing problem is technical. There's a lot of devices not secure, not patched with the latest version of the operating system, which is the most common way. But a core problem has been that the encryption technology of AES is just simply too big for these small form factor devices from there. So that was a challenge of IoT. So IoT security come from the machine-to-machine and IoT application platform space. So it's identified both legally with the California laws and the pending federal laws that was a requirement. Because M2Mi was really early, years and years ago, with IoT security from there, we've been lucky to work with the NSA on developing Simon & Spec, which a publicly available open source protocol developed by the agency. We work with the Department of Homeland Security, a fantastic project, multiple phases where we built out a complete IoT security. And today, I would say that most of our business actually comes from people who do not want to use Amazon Web Services IoT security products, and they want to come to the leader and innovator of this space.
Which is your company.
Indeed.
But hold on, did you add the word security to the word Amazon?
Yes.
How does that Amazon IoT, they've got some issues where Alexa is listening by accident?
So it's really understanding AWS's IoT security philosophy is the challenge from there. It's actually opens up a lot of vulnerabilities. So people come to M2Mi because AWS is being modeled on my company from there. It's publicly acknowledged.
So they visit your website
a lot.
The most visitors to your website at M2Mi or Amazon.com.
There is a solid paper trail from their staff from my company.
Sure.
And so where we're at, Gary, is the exciting new stuff I'm glad to share with you moving forward is the effect of automated intelligence. So intelligence is reliable, predictable behavior, and where it's going is basically writing code. Writing code to automate the deployment and integrity of checking and security services. So for DHS, we design an ultra-secure online hosting, which is fully automated so that people could just click to their cloud and then, click to a cloud and then automatically check the devices, the integrity of the devices, and have it certified in compliance with law.
Does this have to be developed at the chip level, or is it at the BIOS level, or is it because you've already looked at supply chain management on the chosen IoT devices, now you're adding a wrapped layer of encryption?
What we've done is made it easy. So you can clip on your existing IoT assets, all your management systems. You can clip on our advanced automated security. This is what people wanted. It's too complex. for people to.
So I don't order new chips for my device that may be insecure.
You don't have to. That's the issue, is that people can't throw away what we've got. So it's really solutions that work with what you've got today, work with your existing technology, and extend for IoT security with minimal. So it's quite common in IoT security projects to see a decrease in the number of staff, because the automation is the highest of all cybersecurity from that. So it's an incredibly competitive space. You know, we toe-to-toe with Amazon Web Services IoT security. We are introducing, continually concerned to innovate with multiple customers out there. And I'm just saying that the next stage of IoT security, Gary, because I know you like predictions, is the automation of the code itself to check, deploy the integrity of the security system.
And you've already developed something in this
We've had this running for quite some time.
This is way beyond standard AI. I'm hearing from antivirus and firewall vendors saying, I think the packets are bad.
What is AI? Algorithms included. Magic in a box.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I'm talking about, Gary, is straightforward automation.
Is there any risk that the automation goes off into its own space and does an accidental denial of service, or stops you from accessing a critical?
It's very difficult to do that, because what you're doing is you're deploying at scale a reliable, predictable service, which is what intelligence is.
Okay.
So you're doing it at scale. You know it's bulletproof. It takes out a lot of risk, and because it's so fast, it's a lot cheaper and price attractive.
Now, what kind of customers are working with M2Mi?
Well, people who don't want to work with Amazon Web Services IoT.
And is it because they're worried about their vulnerabilities that are known and some unknown?
They have a better
or the accidental collecting of data in areas that they maybe didn't mean to do?
I would say it's purely transparency of M2Mi's business.
Okay.
Which is completely transparent. It's really cost. Okay, it's a lot more cost effective.
And faster.
And a lot faster, a lot more cost effective.
So cost effective, easier to deploy, and I can create a secured IoT environment with M2Mi faster than pretty much Amazon or anyone else.
Absolutely.
And I've got the transparency.
Yeah. We're even in the space now that we open sourced a number of innovations. So a lot of companies out there are using our technology. Google is one company who uses the cryptography in their devices right now.
So M2Mi has the same cryptography you were talking about,
absolutely.
Simon Spec. Yeah. Is this just faster, better, smarter than AES crypto?
It's half the size of AES and twice as fast.
Oh, hold on a second. Half the size of AES and twice as fast.
And twice as fast.
So you don't need to get more memory and a better CPU in your IoT environment. You've solved the problem.
Yes.
That's phenomenal.
So my prediction is it's not about the device, just the IoT devices. Each person has 5 or 6 devices. It's about the services around them devices, because that's what's being monetized. That's what we're seeing. So we see people come in who basically have financial systems. You need them tamper-proof. You need them secure, but we really like the high level of automation that we have in our product set. So you know me, Gary, I'm always looking to innovate. I'm looking to bring to market now what does not exist for the benefit of all. So this next stage in cybersecurity for IoT is all around automation. We call it automated intelligence because there's nothing artificial about it. And that's how we view it.
That's brilliant.
There's nothing, or we call it authentic intelligence, but not artificial.
So would you work with small, medium, or only large
We
enterprises?
have, so ironically, our early customers were like M2M Wireless because of M2M Intelligence. So it's funny that we actually got a lot of M customers. We got a lot of Vodafone customers from there. But what we found is, as interesting as Track and Trace is, the real money, the real demand was in simplifying and automating security. And so what we found is a lot of people on Google Cloud, a lot of people on Microsoft, and some folks on Oracle, and many people on different clouds. And security is what really nails people into it. to any given vendor from there. So once you deploy it, it's difficult to move. So we developed portable technology where we can help you migrate off AWS to Microsoft, to Oracle, to IBM software. So we can help with the IoT device migration off AWS because you want compliance criteria, you want faster performance, you want a mixture of on-site and off-site, you want access to the source code.
This is great.
Right. And so that's what we offer above and beyond what AWS offer from there.
So what I want to do, thank you for an awesome interview, and tell our viewers, we're sitting here with a trailblazer and an innovator in the Internet of Things security. It's not easy to do. It took a lot of years to develop. He is light years ahead of competition. Check out M2Mi.com.
13 years so far.
Fantastic. And then come back next time for an exciting episode of Cyber Defense TV. Thank you.